In the bustling heart of Boston, where wealth clashed with struggle, a billionaire set out to crush a waitress's spirit with his cruel words, believing his power was absolute. Clara Evans, a woman forged in hardship, faced his venom with unwavering resolve, her response silencing him and sparking a movement. When her words echoed beyond the diner's walls, they unveiled a truth that shook the city, proving that courage can humble even the mightiest and ignite a fire no money can extinguish. Boston's South End shimmered with summer heat on July 29, 2025, cobblestone streets alive with the chatter of tourists and locals. Clara Evans, 28, weaved through the crowd, her worn sneakers silent against the pavement as she headed to her shift at the Anchor Diner, a retro spot known for its neon sign and greasy spoon charm. Her dark blonde hair was pulled into a tight ponytail, her faded blue apron tucked into her bag, but her deep brown eyes held a fierce determination. Raised in foster care, after losing her parents, Clara had clawed her way through life, working nights to fund her part-time nursing studies. Her dream was to heal others, a calling born from her own scars. At the diner, the air was thick with the scent of fried eggs and coffee. Clara served tables with a warm smile, her quick wit earning tips from regulars. Among them was Tommy, 10, a shy kid who came with his grandmother. 70. Clara always slipped Tommy an extra cookie, knowing their fixed income stretched thin. "You're a gem," said, patting Clara's hand. Clara shrugged, her cheeks flushing. "Just doing my job." Unseen in a corner booth, Marcus Vail, 45, a billionaire real estate tycoon, sipped black coffee, his tailored suit out of place. Among the vinyl seats, known for his ruthless developments that displaced low-income families, Marcus was scouting the diner's block for his next luxury condo project. His cold gray eyes scanned the room, landing on Clara. Her kindness irritated him, challenged to his belief that everyone could be bought or broken. He decided to test her, a cruel game to pass the time. As the lunch rush slowed, Marcus summoned Clara to his table, his voice sharp. "This coffee's cold," he lied, pushing the full cup toward her. Clara apologized, offering a fresh one, but Marcus smirked. "You're slow. Bet you're used to screwing up, huh?" His words were loud, drawing eyes. Clara's jaw tightened, but she kept her tone even. "I'll get you a new one, sir." He didn't stop. Each time she passed, he jabbed, mocking her apron, her pathetic job, her wasted potential. Customers shifted uncomfortably, but none intervened. Clara's hands shook as she refilled waters, her pride stinging. She'd faced bullies before, but Marcus's wealth made his cruelty feel suffocating, like he owned the air she breathed. At his table again, Marcus leaned forward, his voice low and venomous. "You're nothing, sweetheart. Keep smiling. But you'll always be scraping by. People like you don't matter." Clara froze, her brown eyes locking onto his. The diner fell silent, forks pausing mid-air. Tommy's wide eyes watched from his booth, Dot's hand on his shoulder. Clara took a breath, her voice steady but fierce. "You're wrong, Mr. Vail. I matter because I choose to. I show up, I care, I fight for people who can't. You build towers to feel big, but they're empty. You can't buy what I have, dignity, and no amount of money can silence that." Her words cut through the room, sharp and true. Marcus's smirk vanished, his face paling. He stood, tossing a $100 bill on the table, and stormed out, the bell jingling in his wake. The diner erupted in whispers, customers stunned. Dot clapped, tears in her eyes. "You showed him, Clara." Tommy grinned, mimicking her stance. But Clara's heart raced. She'd humiliated a billionaire, and men like Marcus didn't forget. Her boss, Sal 50, pulled her aside. "That was brave, kid, but he's trouble. Watch your back." Clara nodded, her resolve unshaken but her nerves frayed. Outside, Marcus sat in his Bentley, his hands gripping the wheel. Clara's words echoed, piercing his armor. He'd built an empire on control, but her defiance exposed a truth he'd buried. His wealth hadn't filled the void of his estranged family, his lonely nights. He ordered his assistant, Lena, 35, to dig into Clara's life. Not for revenge, but to understand her strength. Clara returned to her shift, but the incident spread. A customer filmed it, posting the clip on X with #BostonWaitress. By evening, it had thousands of views, comments praising Clara's courage. "She's a hero," one read, but Clara, crashing at her tiny studio apartment, felt exposed. Her nursing classes loomed, her rent was due, and now she'd drawn a billionaire's attention. "What did I do?" she whispered, staring at her ceiling. Lena's research revealed Clara's story. Foster care, odd jobs, a 4.0 GPA despite working nights. Marcus, reading the report, felt a grudging respect. Her words haunted him. Dignity, not money, defined her. He decided to meet her again, not to break her but to learn from her. Days later, a letter arrived at the diner, addressed to Clara, the waitress. Inside was an invitation. "Meet me at the Boston Public Library, 3 p.m. tomorrow. No games. Marcus Vail." Clara's stomach churned. Was this retaliation? But curiosity and her refusal to cower drove her to go. The library's grandeur, with its marble floors and towering shelves, felt worlds away from her reality. Marcus waited in a quiet reading room, his suit less imposing, his gray eyes softer. "I'm not here to fight," he said, raising his hands. "Your words, they hit hard. I want to understand you." Clara crossed her arms, wary. "Why? So you can feel better about yourself." Marcus winced, her honesty cutting again. "Maybe, but I think you're onto something. I've lost." They talked Clara about her foster care struggles, her nursing dream. Marcus about his estranged daughter, his regret over prioritizing wealth. Clara didn't soften her edge. "He would hurt people, Marcus. Your condos push families out." He nodded, absorbing her truth. "I'm trying to change," he said, offering a deal. He'd fund a community health clinic if she'd help design its outreach, using her nursing knowledge. "You're real," he said. "I need that." Clara hesitated, her pride clashing. "With opportunity, I'm not your redemption story," she warned. Marcus smiled faintly. "I know, but you could be She agreed, on her terms, insisting the clinic serve the South End's poorest. Clara threw herself into the clinic project, her nursing studies fueling her ideas. She worked with Marcus's team, her voice commanding respect. The diner rallied, behind her, customers leaving bigger tips, Tommy drawing her a super waitress comic. But challenges arose. Marcus's investors, led by his partner, Greg, 48, resisted the clinic, calling it a money pit. Clara faced them in a boardroom, her diner apron swapped for a blazer, her words fierce. "This isn't charity, it's justice. People deserve care, not your condos." Her conviction swayed them, and the clinic broke ground. Marcus, inspired, reconnected with his daughter, crediting Clara's influence. He offered her a full scholarship for nursing school, which she accepted after ensuring it funded others too. Their partnership grew into friendship, rooted in mutual respect, not power. The clinic opened, named Evans House after Clara's late mother, a beacon for Boston's underserved. Clara's ex video went viral, sparking hashtag Boston Waitress rallies for fair housing. She stayed at the diner, her shifts a reminder of her roots, her nursing degree nearing completion. In Boston's vibrant pulse, Clara Evans, a waitress who refused to break, built a legacy of courage, proving one voice could silence a billionaire and lift a city.